Good morning. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. It's one of those mornings. Normally before I go live on Friday, I like to have my place vacuumed, my bed made. I stripped the sheets and washed sheets today, and I have neither of those things done. Let's see, I'm just posting. Oh, we got lots of goodies. Okay, I'm going to try really hard not to talk so much. No, I have to talk, right? Who else is going to talk if I don't? Okay. Good morning, Shelly. Hello, gorgeous. So oh, there's just so much to talk about. Okay, let's get a few things out of the way first, so I don't forget. Right now, from now to the end of January, but actually even for the whole month of January, if you've placed an order, if you are one of my presenters or you've bought the kit and you've placed an order on your website this month, be sure you give me your order number because I'm entering it into my draw. And my draw is because I've reached blue. Woo! I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. And I've done this without you. So I'm putting together, I've already got it together. It's over $175, and I'm even debating to sweeten it and add a hottie. So this is, maybe it's getting close now to 200. I was thinking, no. Yeah, I could say I am so appreciative. I could not have reached this without you girls, without you women who trusted me. And so make sure, and any order you do from now to the end of the month, give me your order number below, and I'm going to add your name to the draw. And I'll be drawing this on Monday morning, or on Monday sometime. Well, let's not commit to morning. So okay, that's one thing out of the way. And let me just tell you about the goodies this year too, or this month. It ends Sunday. Is when you spend $90, you're going to get a free Twisted. If you spend $150, you're going to get the Twisted and the Reverend Liquid Shadow, my favorite. And if you spend $210, you are going to get this plus Successful Liquid Lips, or the Splash Liquid Lipstick. Awesome, awesome package. So if you haven't taken advantage of that yet, these used to be in the kit. That's how successful they are. No, they're fan favorites. Everybody loves these. They go with any skin color pretty much. And the other thing, so I'm going to begin starting with my eye cream, but guess what? It's empty. I get to unveil a new one with you, and I'm keeping this. You know, I was thinking, when I go traveling, whenever that is, when we're done COVID, hello, gorgeous. I'm going to stave these, and one will be my eye cream, one will be my day cream, and one will be my night cream. These are just the perfect size. And honestly, our night cream and day cream goes such a long way. I hardly take any. It spreads throughout my whole face. It's very rich. So I'm saving that. But look, this is how it comes, eye cream. In this really cute package. And I'm unveiling it with you. And there's the little instructions, tells you about it. And it's all pretty, so pretty. It's fun opening something new. Okay, I've got stuff stashed all over. There we go. How exciting. Get to start my new jar. Got the little lid. I need to angle this down. Okay, if I wiggle it, let's hope it doesn't fall. If you can see a bit more. Oh, see, it's sliding down. This is crazy. I guess I have to invest in a better stand. Sorry for this jiggling. I'll just have to get it back up there. Okay, I need to look for someday I got to find one that'll fit in my little corner. It has to be tabletop. All right, I'm going to try to get all I can off this lid because I know there's probably even more on there that I'm going to need. Hello, gorgeous. So good to see everybody. Oh yeah, this is too much. So the wonderful thing about our eye cream, it has, okay, I had to make notes. It's without synthetic fragrances. So it smells so good. What you're smelling, hello gorgeous, hi Ida. What you're smelling is the fruit and herb extracts that are in it. There's no fragrances. It has peptides, caffeine, which is what does that tightening. It has vitamin A, C, and E, which is nourishing to your skin. But what's amazing is that in studies, 90% of the participants in the studies said that they noticed their skin was smoother and tighter. Was it in 4 to 6 weeks? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks. Sorry, my notes got tucked behind stuff. Oh, this is just, I love this cream. And it's hydrating. It's hydrating. We need that. Keep that hydrated. Wow. I don't even want to put the lid on this because it's all, now I squished it onto there. There we go. I just have to use a little more just to get it off so I don't waste it. All right. So today, okay, I'll keep that one here. I actually have I keep 2 eye creams going. I keep one here because if I only had one, then every time I get out of the shower and I wanted to start doing it, it's like, it's out here. And my station now is like right beside my big patio door, and I can't run here naked to grab it, especially in the summer when everybody's outside. And then I've got a bachelor guy living right there. His blinds are usually down, but that doesn't mean he can't see me. And the one above, oh, they could definitely see right in. So I have 2 going, 2 eye creams, and I have one here and one in my bathroom so that I do all of my skincare when I get out of the shower. Now, did you either hear one more bit of news? Hello, gorgeous. Welcome, Emmett. Hottie is back. Now, I don't know. I haven't heard. I've heard that it's back, but I don't know whether it's limited, like if we're going to run out. And so you will want to get it. Oh, I was going to say, where's my second one? It's in my bag. So I already went on and got 2 more. I mean, you can do multiple orders. But it is our lip plumper. And it has like peppermint in it, and it's a sheer pink. So it's sheer, but it's got the pink hue, just like a pink hue to it, right? So it's not going to add any color, but it has a slight tingling sensation. It's very addictive, and it smells like gloss. It smells like gloss. So I always use this as lip gloss. I probably should put some on right now. Let's try it. I've never done it before in my makeup. No, I think I'll wait after. Okay, don't want to mess things up and my brush will touch it. And so I always start off with clean hands till, yeah, my eye cream is just on there. Okay, let's put this somewhere where I will see it. I'll just leave it right here. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start with the eyes. Today is, well, I put on animal print. I just love this top. And I wish there's a big sale. Oh, I might as well tell you that right now. So there's a big sale. Everything in the sale bin, and she's even added more stuff at Pretty Cute Things where I buy all my cute clothes, is buy 4, get 4 free. So you're gonna get 8 pieces of clothing for the price of 4 tops. Amazing deal. I've got lots that's already in the sale bin, so I don't think I'll go there. I'm already looking at the new stuff. But this one is such a cute top. It's at my animal print. It's one of my soft favorites when I've worn it before I even went on with you. And it's really cute because I might as well show you. It's got this bell sleeves and then a band. And so you can wear it like that. Okay, I'll show you right now and then we'll get this out of the way. And I'm wearing it with these jeans from her that I just absolutely love. They're the button up, and you can tuck it in or you can wear it all out. I've got it tucked in. And when you flip it up, you can wear it like that. Use another little bell sleeve. So it's just another way to wear it. So if you see, she has such deep detailing in her clothes. All right, so these are stretchy, very, very comfortable. These are, I think these ones are my favorite jeans now. Love them. All right, let's get started. I put a towel in my lap because until I did this, I never sat to do my makeup. So, you can drop powder and stuff. And if you're wearing good clothes, you don't want that, get that on. So this is a great palette for your anything animal print. And you can change it, but Hello, Linda. Welcome, gorgeous. Welcome, Lindsay. If I miss saying hello to you, I will definitely go back when I'm done my live and I'll welcome everybody. I like to do that regardless. So I don't want to keep I gotta figure out how to shorten my video. So maybe I'll stop welcoming everybody. Well, I can't, it's hard not to. But anyway, here's my animal palette for animal print. Now, normally animal prints have a lot of beige with some black, right? So this is the perfect palette. This one is gray. So I might switch out or add afterwards some pessimistic, and it'll just tie it together. We'll see how it goes. So this is pessimistic, and this is antsy, earthly, delicious, and don't be scared, legendary. It's black, but it's more like a charcoal. And you will be amazed. This is kind of like, you know, the palette 6, that rose gold palette. And when you add that deeper color, it's just like pop you need. Well, that's what this is. And even though I'm not wearing, I was saving to wear this when I get my animal print top that's these colors, but it hasn't come yet. With COVID, the mail is so slow. So I thought, I don't care, I'm doing it. It doesn't have to match perfectly. So we're going in. Blending brush. I love to always start with the blending brush. Oh, no. You girls, I'm so excited today with all of this stuff. Let's start priming. We have to prepare. And this is so necessary. If you want great foundation, your makeup to stay on all day, you need to prime. Actually, you need to do a few things. And one of them, I'm just gonna flick off some of the dry stuff on the outside. There we go. You need to prime your eyes. What that does is keeps your eyeshadow where you put it and not creasing, muddling into the crease. It also keeps it truer colors. And so when you're blending, it doesn't sort of turn it into like a muddy color. It keeps the true colors true, and it also will make your eyeshadow last all day. And when you go to bed at night, seriously, I'm not kidding. When I go to bed at night to go to wash my makeup off, it looks like I just applied it in the morning. And so it's a little bit tacky. And so when you do put your makeup on, it will grab it. Now, it's best if you can do it, you know, let it be on a few minutes before. I always normally do this in the shower, and then you're finished in the bathroom, you're doing your hair, your makeup, whatever. And then when I come to do my makeup, it's all dry and doing its job. Now I always love to go in with, hello and welcome everybody again, with the mattifying primer. So this is my favorite one. We have the hydrating and we have the glorious, which is good for all skin types. This is excellent. If you have dry skin, get the hydrating primer. And then this is especially for if you want to just hide those little bit of fine lines and pores. It's going to, and you don't need very much, it's going to smooth it out. Just slightly fill in all of those imperfections to give you that smoother finish when you're doing your foundation. Now, it's not putty, which I often feel like I need. Always. But we're going to highlight our good features so that people don't notice our flaws. There we go. Get it all set in. So now I'm set. And now normally that would, by the time I do my eye, get to my face, it will be, I've stayed on a bit. So now let's start our eyes. Blending brush. So I'm going to go in with Earthly. This is a perfect transition color. Love, love, love this color. It's that soft pecan brown. It's my favorite, I would say. That and there's one more I have that's one of my favorites. I just can't remember the name right now. All right. So what you want to do is lots of times people will use their transition color and they'll just put it in the crease and go back and forth, rainbow, rainbow. But what that does is if you have hooded eyes, you're not going to see it. So you want it to go slightly above your crease. And we also, as we age, everything starts to droop down. I'm going to give you a few tips today on just upping the game of your makeup application as we go as well. So what you want to do, and you'll see me, is I start here with a line. And then you're going to just start blending it in. So what that's doing is it's creating this lift here. Whereas if you just were going back and forth, your eye will just tend to look round. But we're starting to create lines going up. We're going to do it with our eyes. We're going to do it with our cheeks, our blush. We're also going to do it with our contouring. Instead of the old way where you just sort of do around, you know, the three, all joined, it's just going to make everything look round. Whereas we're going to structure it so that everything is going to start going up. And it will, it's going to give you, it's just like ever so little tweaks, but it's going to give you like this little bit of a facelift, and it really makes a difference. So now we can just start blending this in. And the transition color is what's going to transition your lights to your darks, your lids to your upper lid, your inner eye to your outer eye. It's just going to help. It's the base. And it's usually, it's best to choose a matte for your transition color, not a shimmer, and to choose your medium shades, not your dark and not your light. And you can put as much as you want, and you can also go back after and add more transition color. Okay, these little babies, let's tuck them in. Same thing, put a little like a placement. And then I'm just going to start blending it in. I'm gonna bring my mirror over. Watch sleeves. So I show you can do this with like 2 feet. 2 feet is all you need to do this job. It's such a small corner. So it's kind of neat. So I have to tell you, since I've moved to Kamloops, I think what it has done for me is when my husband died, like leading up to his death, we had a lot of trauma. And so when he died, actually it was like my brain, like this cement door came down, clunk, and it blocked off memories. I had no live memories of Ken for years, till last year. So I moved here in 2018, and last year I did a cookbook with all of my favorite recipes and my go-to recipes, and the memories started to come, like live memories of seeing Ken. And since I started this makeup journey, it started tweaking some of those memories too. So I'm on the journey. Like, I don't feel it's ever totally, it's never going to be 100% healed, but I feel like it's always improving. So I had another memory, the animal print brought it up. So I'll pause that. Now I'm going to grab my liner shader brush, and I love to use this for the eye. I want to keep my brush. Now this is where I was debating if I should use the ANSI. This is my normal animal print palette. I think I'm still going to use it, but then I might go add some pessimistic after. So we're just going to you want to pat this on because it has your shimmer. And we're going to put this on the eyelid, but if you just start to swipe it across, you're going to get it all over. So by patting it on, you're going to get the pigment there, and it's going to make less of a mess. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that so much. So let's pat it on. Starting in the inner corner. And I'm only going, like you can see, just on my eyeball area. not above, because I will blend it. And I'm just going to go about 3/4 of the way. Do the other side. Trying to get them the same. Okay, now I can do more, but I think I'm just going to keep it light because I might add a little bit of that silvery. Now I'm going to grab my blending brush and just blend the top edges. Do they look even, girls? On me, I always need your help. So now we're going to grab a fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to go in with Delicious. And it's just same family, but it's just a bit deeper. And I'm going to blend these two, my Antsy and my Earthly. And I'm just going to sort of marry them. Just to add, it adds just another little hint of warmth in that area. Same thing on this side. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my blending brush, blend the top edges. Now, you know, I think I am going to take I'm going to take my deluxe brush. You don't have to do this, but because I've got this more of grays, I'm going to grab this Pessimistic, pardon me, and I'm going to put some in the inner eye, just to highlight a bit more of the gray. Just a little. Okay, grab my blending brush. Let's blend. Now, are you ready? Grab a crease brush, and we're going in with Legendary. Don't be scared. And when we're all done our makeup, it's going to look amazing. Now, I kept it pretty light. You can go deeper, especially if you're going to go out in the evening on a date night, whenever that happens. But it's going to happen. And see, you're going to be practicing now, and you're going to be so ready when that comes. So start small. Just going to take a little dab, and I'm going to blow it off. And again, so this is where we're going to do like a small V, following that line. And so you basically are going like from your eye, the line is basically from my eyebrow to the outer corner of my eye. And just going to go right there and then up. And I'm just above, like actually I'm like right at the top of that bone. And I'm going to just make that V and then just blend it in. And you can take some of the off and then even drag it. Just drag it a little farther. And just a light hand. Now I'm going to grab my blending brush and just swirl in that corner. But you can see it's just a charcoal. It's a gorgeous charcoal. I don't think I ate anything bad today. Maybe it's the champagne. Have you seen? I've been drinking champagne. Well, only the one night. But I'm having some tonight. There's still the bottle, and if you seal it really good, and I sealed it down with saran wrap and elastic, it still keeps the bubbles in there. So welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to see you. All right. I think I want to do just a smidge more. This is the Animal Instincts. If you love animal print, this is a great palette for you. Just going to lightly. Now, if you want, you can grab your a little bit more of your transition color Hesitant, and then just rich it up. So I'm going to stop there. I don't know. It's like it's just wherever you feel like stopping. It's like, actually, I am going to go to the health food store today. I'm out of Revels. I know, it's so bad. And chips. And bread. The important things of life, right? Okay. So I had this really neat memory come back of Ken. It was the day he stopped hunting. And it was because of me. It was Saturday. It was September. It was like in September. It must have been the long weekend, or it might have been near the end of the month. And it was just a beautiful fall weekend with great weather. We said we were living in Yellowknife, and we just said, let's go for one more camping trip before we wrap everything up. So he brought his gun, which I assumed it was for bears, in case we saw a bear came in. Because we're out, where there's nobody. And it was just gorgeous. After work Friday, or was it a long weekend? So maybe it was Thursday after work. And must have been Friday, because we probably had Monday off. And I'm just going to push this in. And it was just this most gorgeous day in our Lund boat. He'd set up a chair, one of our camping, those low chairs, camping chairs that are low for sun tanning in the water, have your feet in the water when you're, say, on vacation. He set that up for me in the boat so that I could sit, and I had my feet up, and we were just enjoying the scenery. The lake was just like glass, and we went to the far end of the lake. There was not a soul in sight. But on the way there, he looked over and he saw a moose and its calf. No, he just saw a moose. So we started heading towards it. And then when we got to a certain point, he said, Elvie, hand me my gun. No! You can't shoot it. And then then a calf appeared. And then I said, see, it's got a calf. You can't kill it. It's a mama. And he says, I'll just take both. Anyway, he didn't, of course. I said, the only shooting that's going on around here is the camera. But I was really upset. I was, so he didn't. He said, okay. And I said, listen, think about this. We're just beginning our holiday. You go shoot that. Now we're exhausted at the end of the work week. We're going to have to deal with that. So I talked him out of it. I mean, he's born and raised up in the Northwest Territories. His dad was a trapper. I mean, he was raised with that. So the fact that he said, okay. He said, I'll go tomorrow morning and I'll get the moose. Because he said, look, just think of the meat that we're going to have in the freezer, which is such a savings. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of our transition color. So we go have supper, we have our drink, we're by the fire, and we have a wonderful, wonderful night. And then early in the morning, it's probably like 5. We heard guns, lots of gunshot. And the first thing he sees, jumps up, my moose! So he was just sick. So he runs out there, because it's close. And I said, Ken, I'm also worried they don't know we're here and we're going to get shot. And people were just shooting ducks. So he was so relieved, because even though he never did go kill the moose, he never ever did kill an animal after that. That was the end of it. But he didn't want anybody else to take it. That was his moose. It was symbolic of the change in his life, I guess. I don't know, but it was cool. So that led to all kinds of, any little noises, or he'd be like, my moose. It must have been a hunting weekend or something. So that's a memory that came back to me with the animal instincts look today. Let's go in and start our face. So I just have to keep using this. I just love it. And this is my perfect foundation look. And what I like to do is I'm going to grab a sponge, a beauty bud, is the BB cream. It's a tinted moisturizer. And so it is going to be adding that extra moisture, and especially in winter time. And it's amazing how it just sort of like makes your skin look plump, smoother. It also gives it that little bit of extra coverage because it's got light coverage. And then you add your foundation over top. So you've got a little bit more coverage. You don't look cakey. You don't look like you've got too much makeup on. Hello, hello. I'm so glad to see you here, Lauren. And so you got that extra coverage and you don't look cakey or or drying. It looks very, very velvety, your skin. And that's the thing, is with BB cream under your foundation. I just love it. And I just got to keep doing it because I thought, oh, I should try some, some of the others. And it's like, no, I'm just going to do the one I like right now. Bear with me. All right, so we don't need a lot. You can put it on with your fingers, but then I'm going to have dirty fingers for the rest of and actually I don't like using my fingers. I like to you can use a brush. I'm just going to start swiping it on. You don't need a lot, just a nice light layer. I feel like if I'm so into stories or talking about things that I'm thinking, okay, what am I doing things in the right order? And this is the color Bisque. There's one that's a shade lighter. There's, and then in summertime, I usually use honey, which it's got a bit. So this might be light, but it doesn't matter. We're putting our foundation over top of it. And it's just going to give you that very light coverage. And it's also going to help us clean up under our eyes. So I have a little shimmer under my eye. What else can I tell you about it? So you basically really only need, if you're really fair, you want the one lighter. If you're like medium complexion like me in the winter time, then all you need is Bisque. And then in the summer is go up to honey, which I didn't bring it here. So I'm just trying to see. I think I want to put some under my eye. So I've got to take a smaller. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do concealer today. I don't know. I gotta use my fingers, I think, because I just want to get under there. Just because I want to get closer. Okay. There we go. Just a little bit. It's just a very light coverage. Perfect for if you have teenage girls starting to want to wear makeup. This is just that light bit of coverage for them. Give them a little bit of a glowy dew, and then a little bit of blush. I know I got so excited when I was allowed to wear makeup. So I'm going to go in with our, oh, do you enjoy them? I'm so glad. I was like worried, thinking you're going to get sick of hearing them. Hello, Amy, welcome. I'm just so happy to see everybody. So now I'm going to go in with the liquid foundation. And it has minerals in it, so that's why it has to be shaken. And I'm still going to use my winter color. I've got to get with the bandwagon. I always forget, by the time I go to bed, I am so exhausted that it's a miracle that I get my teeth brushed. Like, I do my face and teeth, but it's, religiously. And then it's like, that's when, I crawl into bed and it's like, oh, I didn't put any of my sunless tanning lotion on, which I want to give myself a bit of a color. But I forget, so I'm looking still pretty pale. So I'm just emptying what's in the dropper and giving it a good shake. Okay, and then you need the kabuki brush for this. This is the best brush ever, and it makes all of the differences in the tools. So remember I was mentioning earlier that I'm going to give you a few little tips that are just going to up your makeup game. And one of the key things is your tools. And I took them away. I had some other, there's one here. I've got some other brand brushes. I've got a variety that I had before Unique. And so I'm just going to squeeze it a little bit and put 4 drops. That pretty much will do my whole face. So you can see this stuff lasts a long time. If you use your fingers, you're using way more product, and you're going to be just sort of smearing it all over. You're not going to get that even coat coverage. And then I'm just going to start stippling it just to distribute it. Distribute it. I didn't say that right. All over, and now we can start blending it buff. I'm using the color lace, and I can always go back and add more. I should cover my cold sore. I'm at least I'm pleased. My cold sore is not cracking and bleeding now. It was yesterday. It isn't today. So hopefully by next week, Tuesday, you'll see me without it. They're such a plague. So I have a cousin that told me about something that she said that works. It's not something I've not tried, so I'm trying it. I'll have to let you know how that goes too. She's just letting me know before, and I said, I'll try it. Sounds wonderful for your immune system too, so it'll help with other things. There we go. Now, I might just do a titch more. I don't know. Maybe just a couple drops. On my scar. Okay, get under my eye. And this is where if you did your eyes first, see now I had the fallout, I can get it really cleaned up nice. Actually, I remembered a few other times when we were camping. Just with him, that was so amazing. I forgot how, like I knew we got along so well and we were close, but I couldn't remember things, specific things. So I was like, I could even remember this morning, silly little things. I shouldn't tell you. This one just came to my brain, but no, one of them, I could even this morning, I was washing in the shower, and then you know how you spit because I got some soap or extra water in my mouth, and it's like that made me remember him. I could just see him and hear him spitting in the shower. It's so funny. It's just those are those little things that I couldn't visualize him. I realized at some point, it all of a sudden made me realize I'm not remembering Ken. I'm remembering only photos of Ken. That's what the images was coming to my brain. So it's so cool that I'm remembering the live Ken, the live things that happen. And it's just seeping in a little bit here, a little bit there. So that was our liquid foundation. And so can you see just with that, it's not like the liquid foundation goes on liquid dries to a powder. So if you are aged skin, it can sometimes, especially in the winter, look more drying. But by adding the BB cream underneath, you don't have that drying look, that cakey look. It looks more youthful, doesn't it? So that's the one thing I'm just loving. So BB cream and your liquid foundation, killer combination for flawless skin, especially in the winter. All right, let's add some color. So I'm going to grab my 2 brushes. Oops, let's grab lots more. It's soft. It's like a little bit of velvety soft. Or fleecy, so it catches if something like the spoolies. Now I am going to. I'm loving the color Damask. I'm using this is one of our also pressed powdered foundations, and I'm using it for contouring and for bronzing, and I'm just loving it. And the other favorites that we have is the color Twill, the color Voile, and there's one more. I think Twill, Voile, okay. must be this one, the last one, Jacquard. So these four make excellent colors for using as contour. So any of them, they're awesome. And then this is, I did get my hands on a bronzer. They've pulled them to reformulate them. That's why you don't have any on the website. They're coming back. They'll be new and improved. But I did get my hands on one, and I was using it, and this is just as good. So now I can speak with confidence to say, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. I love it. And even now, like even when I'm off camera, not doing a video, a live tutorial, I'm using our pressed powder foundation. So grab the tapered brush or blush. Now this is another little tip that's just going to up your game with your makeup. So if you were using just any other makeup brush, they're just really soft, right? There's no structure to them. So you just sort of end up with a more widespread, it's not defining where you want to add the color. And that's the difference with our brushes. It's been shaved or tapered so that it's firmer. So you can really add the color where you need it and blend it out, and you've got that definition. It's not that round color, but you're adding the definition. It just is game changer, these tools. So this brush is a must, and you just need a little bit. I like to swirl it in the cap, and you can even tap it off. And with your contouring, with your pressed powder or your bronzer, is you want the first place you place your brush is where the concentrated amount of color is going to be. So you want to start at the back. It wouldn't be natural to have it here. That's for your blush. Your blush would be here, but your foundation contouring, or not your foundation, your contouring, your bronzer would be at the back. So you're going to start right at the, say where your ear, top of your ear, and you're going to start there. And I like to just start making a little line. And the other thing is too, is you want to make this imaginary line from the corner of your eye going down, and you don't want your colors to go within that. So it's basically 2 finger widths, you see? And so anything that you bring into here is not going to look good. And so actually I don't want any more. I just want 2. So you start with that, where you first put it, and then you're going to blend it forward. And then you're going to turn your brush, and you're going to just sort of start to blend it now. And this is just those little things that's going to make up your game for your little application or your techniques for applying it. And it's going to be starting to structure our cheekbone. Again, see, we're going to start creating these lines going up, which is like a little instant facelift. And you probably can see the difference already from the one side to the other. I'll just do one side of my face first so you can see. Now we're going to add some to the forehead. Again, I always start it up here so it's hidden if it's too much. And then I like to stipple it on and then swirl it. Just to give it this little bit of color where the sun would hit you. And it's also going to make that recede and when someone looks at you, it's going to bring their eyes down to looking at your eyes. It's looking natural too. It's just adding warmth to our face. Now this other thing too, under the jaw, you don't want to go on the jaw. You want to go right on the edge of the jaw, and we're adding structure. We're going to be chiseling our jaw to be looking not so round and fleshy, but look like tighter, like as if your skin was tighter. Got to get the earring out of the way and just go along that jawline, and then drag it down to blend. All right, that's in my way. Pretty earrings, but now, can you see the difference? Hope so. I hope so. I do. I see that this lower part is all more visible, whereas it's not over here. It looks thinner. Actually, yeah, it just looks like I've just lost some weight. I'm for that. I'm for that. All right, let's do the rest of my face. All right, same thing. Starting at the back and working towards the front. Then I can turn it and start to blend it. And just a light hand, not a heavy hand. If it helps if you hold your brush further back, and then you will have a lighter hand too. If you hold it up here, you're going to be applying a lot of pressure. Just another little thing. Hope that helps. Okay, let's do my forehead. Finish that, especially, I've always had a larger forehead, so anything that'll make it look smaller. Under the jaw. Help make those jowls go away. And then I like to add a little bit to the side of my noses. If you've already got a skinny nose, you may want to skip this. I like to just create shadow there. And wherever you have darker, it's going to create shadows. And wherever you have highlight, it's going to make that area pop. You can even pinch it if you want to be more precise. And a little bit underneath and under the lip. It's going to make it look like there's a shadow, so my lips are so big that they're creating a shadow. Just some fun things. Oh, good. I'm so glad you saw it. Thank you, Loren. I really appreciate that. Now, let's do blush. I'm going to do again, another fan favorite, Sisterly. It's just this prettiest pink. We have so many blushes that are gorgeous, and our blushes have a little bit of a shimmer in them, so it's really nice. And again, the same brush, it's got that nice tapered. So now with your blush, you want the first place you put your brush down is on the front of your face, not back there. But we don't want to do the old way, was on your smile and do it on the rosy cheeks, because that's too close in, and it's also going to drop when you stop smiling. So if you find like where your cheekbone is and right below your eye, that's where you'll start. And I like to stipple it right on like you're hugging your contouring. And if you want, you can blend it in. But it's just going to be warming that up there. But it's just, again, creating, it's not taking away our cheekbone, and it's adding, and then sometimes I'll just do like what's left on the brush, just swipe it up. So I'm not going to add the contouring to do the letter 3, but you could. Some people do. I don't know why. I don't feel like, I like still to keep that light and lift right there. So I'll just add a little bit of color so I don't have line. It's just going to be ever so subtle. And now the same thing on the other side. So right here, and then stipple in. I hate not having the radio on. Darn Facebook. Did I tell you about that? They didn't play my video in Portugal. I just thought, like, why did they pick Portugal? And then I thought, poor Portugal. They don't get to be blessed with seeing our cute tutorials here. There we go. And then sweep it up. No, I'm just kidding. All right. You can always add a little bit more if we want after. I have it very subtle today. Okay. More on one side than the other. All right, now what am I into? Oh, eyeliner. I'm going to do a little bit of glam. So there are a couple things you can do with this. Now, especially for hooded eyes. Oh, and my brows too. I don't want to forget my brows. Let's do brows. Okay. Oh, yeah, eyeliner. No, brows. All right. I'm going to use our pencils. I'm actually really loving our pencils. The other thing you can use is our palette 6. It's because right now, say that again. Why can't you have the radio on? Oh, Facebook, if it detects a song, I don't have the rights to that song. The, what do you call those rights? The license to have it. So then if it recognizes the song, then it will shut down my video. But fortunately, it didn't delete my video, but it did give me the message that it's not playing in Portugal. That's fine, as long as it didn't say it's not playing in Canada or North America, right? It was just funny. I just thought, poor Portugal. But yeah, I know it's like, and I mean, it was so soft in the background, and it was probably, you know, if they just heard a couple words, they recognizes the song, just like, what's that app? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. You know that app, if you hear a song, you go into a store and you hear a song, and I hold it up and it tells me the name and the singer. And so, yeah, it's good to know. So if I decided, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth losing my video on Facebook if they're going to shut it down if they hear a song, can recognize it. Shazam. Thank you, Shelley. I love that. And so it's like Shazam. It can detect it with just a couple words. So Facebook is the same. It can detect a song, and then it you know, knows that that's a public song. You don't have the rights, so it's going to stop. It's going to block it. And so I'm so glad that it only blocked it to Portugal. That was just funny. Soundhound. What's that? What's Soundhound? Tell me, Megan. Now I'm all on edge. Is that, yeah, you have to wait for you to tell me. I have never heard of it. So another thing with cleaning up your eyebrows. Now I have to trim mine because they're all, you know, going wild. But normally you would brush them up. So I'm going to pretend that I actually have like my normal hair that would lay there. So you would brush it up, and then you would see where your arch is, right? So you're going to really want to make sure you accentuate that arch. Having that arch is also going to be creating this lift. It will tell you the song if it hears the letters. Oh, okay. I didn't even heard of that. I always use Shazam. Thank you. I love your smiley face. Thank you. And then you would start with lining it. Oops, I went one. My first one's too low. Make sure it's out. You know, this seems dark. Oh yeah, I did have it on night. There we go. Way better. And I'm going to draw the line to that arch, right? So you'd see where your arch is, and then you're going to wing it. You're going to see. Now you know where your arch is. And then from there, you're going to come down. And not too far. Draw that imaginary line from the corner of your nose to your eye, and don't go any beyond that. Because if you go beyond that, it's going to bring it down, and then you're going to start bringing lines down. We don't want that. We're creating that little facelift. And then I'm going to do the same the other side. And then down. So we're just giving that arch. Even though I already have it, it's like it just accentuated a little bit more. And now I'm going to fill in just light strokes following. And what I really like to do, sadly, only the medium and the dark pencil. I haven't checked lately if it's back on. But I always like to leave the front and then switch into the lighter. But you can create, our normal palette is powder. This is what it looks like. So you see you get two shades. This one's the medium. So you can do the same thing, the two shades, and you can do the same with palette 6, which is the one that I'm always preaching about. Palette 6 is my favorite palette. My cord here. And you can create the same thing. It's perfect for brows, is these two browns, the light and the dark. Beautiful. So that's why this is the perfect palette, because it's so multi-purposed, you can multitask with it. It also can do highlighting with it. So now I'm going to take the spoolie side of that and just, again, brush up and just blend it. Now let's do the other side. So what have I got here? What color? Start with the medium. Oh, I forgot to do the brush up first, right? So brushing it up. It'll help you find that arch. Then you're going to draw your line to it and then down, and don't go too far. I'm outlining the top. What is on there? Something. There, got it. I like to go just a little bit on the inside. I love our pencils. They just go on like butter. Down, and then just slightly fill in. And don't feel bad if your eyebrows are not the same. We always say they are not twins. They're sisters, and they can even be cousins at times. They might even be far removed cousins. Good morning, gorgeous. Hello, Stephanie. I noticed the difference. Okay, I have a confession to make. I wasn't going to say anything, but I can see the difference. I forgot to exfoliate this morning. I always exfoliate before I go live, and I might have even forgot. So it's been a full week that I did not use my exfoliating mask, and I can see the difference. So it's like my skin is just that little, it's almost like a little tougher layer is on. It's not that soft, supple. And I can see it. I'm just like so mad at myself. I got out and I was putting on my moisturizer and my serums, and then I realized I forgot to exfoliate. And I just thought, okay, I'm not going to re-wet my face and wash all of my product off. So I just thought, I'll just be fine, but I can see the difference. So exfoliating is huge. That's the one mask I won't be without is my exfoliating mask. I just ordered another one today because it's starting to get low, and I just thought I'm not going to run out of that. It's just too good. And I exfoliate twice a week. I was going to say religiously, but I guess I ruined that today because I forgot this morning. You know what it is if I ended up getting some messages, and so first thing, and so I ended up kind of like my schedule then was all off because I was, instead of, doing my normal bathroom thing, then I was on the computer, and then I realized, oh, my humidifiers ran out of water. And so I was all over the place today. And then you forget things. And then when I hopped in the shower, I had that memory of Ken spitting. Oh, I love it. I mean, it sounds retarded, but it's just important I can visualize and hear him and see him, and that was cool. All right, now let's do eyes. We need a little glam. So let's do liner. Now, here's a thing. If you have hooded eyes, the best thing for hooded eyes is to tight line. So, lift it up and tight line under there. Then you're not going to take away from your lid that, you have so precious little bit of lid showing. And so you could do that. I want to do my dip and draw liner, but that's what I'm going to say to do the tight lining. It really, really helps. So I'm going to do, because I don't know, I might just do a little bit of a wing. I'm not going to make this too hard. But I actually find our dip and draw eyeliners, I never could do eyeliner before, and I can do it with these. They're the easiest. And just keep your both eyes open and short strokes. What color am I using? Let's make sure I got the right one. Yeah, I want perfect, which is black. And then when I get to the outer, like about the middle, I'm going to start going out straight just a little wider. And when you create the wing, follow the lower eye line. And then I'm going to join. That's a fat wing. It's just by creating a small wing, it's just creating that lift again in the corner. Mine's a bit fat. But today it's fat. I'm not going to try to change it or I'll mess it, I'm sure. Now I'm going out, a little fatter. Now I have to stick with the fat. Do my wing and join. That's why. That's where I got the fat. So I think it started with, it's the perfect wing for it to keep on going, to be a big wing. It's not bad. And only the people at the health food store are going to see it. This one it's darker. Good enough. Good enough. Nothing has to be perfect. All right. Excuse me. I have to dabble my nose. Just a little. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of tight lining on the lower lash as well. And I'm using Perfect, our pencil draw eyeliner, and I'm going to add just a little bit right in the lash line, just to make those lashes look thicker. Oh, and you know what? I want to get sitting on my, I forgot, get sitting on my primer and my, start warming it up. Get it off the phone though. Just want a little bit. Now, let's bring some of our shadow down under the eye. So I'm going to grab the liner shader brush, and I'm going to use the liner side, and I'm going to go in with Delicious, the darker brown that we used. I'm going to bring some under my eye. On both sides. Then I'll soften it. What do you think? All right. I wonder if I should add a little bit of the black. I never thought of that. I didn't have time to practice this look before it came on. I just knew. I'd done it before. Hello, gorgeous. Finally. Oh, yes, you're here. You're live. You're live. Nice to see you. So let's do setting powder. So I'm using the new one. But, oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad it looks okay. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go with it. Now, let's do a little bit of, we're gonna set this because we don't want our makeup to come off. We don't want our oils to start breaking it down. And so the setting powder is going to do that, as well as trap any of our oils and moistures. And I like to stipple it on because I don't want to move the makeup that I put on. And then I'll blend. And the new one, what's so unique about it is it's a water molecule encapsulated by powder. So you know how sometimes you don't, if you have dry skin, you know, you want to use the setting powder. You want to set it, but you want to be careful that you don't overset it. But actually, I don't have that issue because I find that when you add the setting spray, it adds that moisture back. And if you wasn't enough for you, then give your face a spritz of our rose toning water. So after you set it, just give it a spritz of the rose toning water, and that will add that moisture back, and you won't have that drying look, white powdery look. Okay, now down the neck too. There we go. Now we can do a little bit of highlighter. And I like to grab the fan brush. I always, you know, whenever you buy a brush sets in the past, I've never used this before, and I do now. And I'm going to add a little bit of it. It's the same thing. It's our powder luminizer. It's illuminating. So I do it a little bit at the top of the cheekbone here. It's going to get that little shimmer there, which is also going to add this lift. And your skin's going to look alive. It's going to look healthy. A little bit down the nose. And then on the Cupid's bow. Oh, here's another little tip. Another little one. I just thought of it. Is take your concealer. I'm going to take the cream shadow brush because it's like very fine, dense. And I'm going to take, I'm going to use lace, which is the same color as my foundation. I've got scarlet. I don't know. Let's try it. Okay, no, I'll use my scarlet. Let's see. You're hardly going to use any. Hardly any. Like as little as you can take. It almost looks like I have. Oh, it was good. Okay. Just as little as you can take. And you're going to put one little dot at the top of your arch. Aw, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So one little dot. Then I'm going to wipe off the excess. And I'm just going to blend that just a little bit at the top of this arch. I don't know if I got it enough. Yep. Usually oops, there we go. Do the same on the other side. Wipe it off. Blend. There we go. That one turned out perfect. So it's got the little line right under. I think I have shadow on there. I'm seeing a little bit of lilac. Make sure your brush is clean. Oh, thank you. I do. Seems to get lots of compliments when I wear these dramatic colors. The other thing we do, it's not, I'll be honest, it's not my favorite. We have a contouring trio, and it's cream. I love this part of the trio, but I didn't care for the cream contouring, so I never use it, but I do love. So you can take any of your light eyeshadows, even from your palette 6. You can use Calm, which is a bit pinky, and you can take a clean brush, looking for one, and just add a little bit of lift there as well. Actually, I think I want to go with Calm. Not too much, just a little bit. And again, that's just going to create that lift as well. So we're just another little thing just to making these things look lift our face and lift our eyes. So now we're on to, I want to set my face. Actually, before I do my mascara, I don't like to, then I don't have an accident and mess getting my mascara all wet again and then getting it dripped and touched on my face. Now, and then it sets your makeup. It adds that moisture back in from the powder. And this is going to set your makeup from anything external. So I don't get makeup on my clothes anymore. I remember I have this favorite coat of mine I bought. It's this beautiful, beautiful sky baby blue. I love wearing it, but I have to always in the past, I always had to wear it with a scarf because I didn't want to get the makeup on the collar. And now I notice that with my coats, I've got one that's yellow, this mustard yellow. I just love it. And any of your other, say if you're wearing something with a turtleneck, you're not getting, you saw my cute nose? Oh, thank you. And you'll notice I was sitting on my primer and my mascara just to warm them up. And so primer is, it's huge. It's really huge. It's going to add extra plumpness to your lashes. If you want, you can just apply it even on the outer effect so that as you do your eyelashes, then you're going to make the outer look thicker and again, add that winged look and outer look. I think I'm going to do my whole thing. I keep saying, oh, I want to get my eyelash curler and try it. And then I forget to look for it. So this is going to plump your lashes. It's going to add this coating on them, but it's also going to be helping them stay healthy, nourishing them. And the Twisted Mascara has argan oil in, biotin, and keratin. I think keratin? Okay. I hope I'm not making up names. They're just coming to my brain, but it has the same ingredients that are in our eyelash serum are in the Twisted. So it's making my lashes healthier. I just don't have much of a curve anymore. Now let's add some more. Oh, you know what I should have done? Well, I'm not going to do it now. Is comb them. Because sometimes you get a little, when I use the liquid liner, I get a little on there and it's like it seals it. So now you can go in with a small, you'll notice, if you're not seeing our mascara, it's a skinny wand within. So it's a wand within a wand. The skinny one. So I'm going to start with the big one. For months, you started with the skinny one. It's whatever you prefer. Right now, I'm preferring starting with the bigger one. And it's got this silicone brush. So I really like how it separates them. This mascara is going to give you a bit more of a wispy, natural looking lash. It doesn't have the Y-shaped fibers that are in the 4D, which gives you that more false eyelash look. Thank you, Doris. Oh, the sun's creeping out. Isn't that nice? Now I can go back and actually do a little bit more on the outer edge. I love this mascara, and you get this free with a $90 order now. And actually, well, you don't want to get that if you're going to get this free. We have the duos or the trios where you can get the serum, the primer, and a mascara. So now I'm going in with a skinny wand. I can get in really close. And now I can add some more to the tips. And this outer edge. I don't think I sat on it long enough. Didn't think of it soon enough. It's not very warm yet. Just going to Some went on a bit heavy right there. I wanted to spread it. It's, I probably should be using my 4D today to make it this thick false lash look. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the lower lash with the small wand. Oh my word. I'm sorry this is so long. How does that go? Okay, let's boogie this. Let's boogie this. Hello, Annie, welcome. Do the other eye. We'll boogie this along. Get to the lips. Ooh, that sun's got some heat in it. Feels gorgeous. This might be a very hot corner in the summertime. I might have to have the air conditioning. I shut the furnace off. I get it warmed up and then I shut it off. But sometimes I always make sure I shut it off before, even if it's not warm. So that it's a noisy furnace going when I'm doing my live. All right. You can take as long as you want. I guess I should smarten up here, get faster. Okay, let's call that done. Now lips. I know we have so many fantastic lipsticks. It was hard to know what to do. I didn't know what to do, so I think I'm going to do just a lip butter. And this one is called Sunday Brunch. It's like mauve. The more you apply it, the more color you get. It's this mauvey color. Very pretty. If I wanted, let me try a little minted on it. So I'm using minted just in center. Kind of made it, makes that area look plumper. And, well, we have to add some hottie. And now I'm going to just do it. Just on the bottom and the outer edges. And that's just going to make it, again, make those areas pop. So it's going to give the effect of a fuller lip. There you have it. For your animal instincts. Girls, thank you so much for joining me. I hope I helped you with some tips today. And I look forward to you following along and for more. And you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Thank you again, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.